Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Better Call Saul Season 3, Episode 10. This is the finale of Season 3. I actually just realized it as I was booting up the episode. I went after the next one, and I saw, wait, there's no more after this. What's going on? But yeah, the end of Season 3, right here, right now. Last episode was a rough one, guys. I felt so bad for Irene. Really knocked Jimmy down a peg or two for me. Don't get me wrong, I'm gonna love him again real quick here. But that was rough to watch. What was displayed there? Like, usually Jimmy's pretty good about, like, I feel like Jimmy's pretty good about making sure that people who don't deserve it aren't part of his collateral damage, right? I feel um like most of his schemes are either to screw over Chuck or screw over, HHM when he originally hated them because he didn't know that it was Chuck holding them back and thought it was Howard and stuff like that. So like a lot of the times he doesn't go after the innocent people, but poor Irene was just innocent. He was just blinded by that 1.16 million, that was sitting there waiting for him and stuff like that. So pushed her to do it. Supposedly, like, Jimmy seems to think she's gonna do it, so I will believe it when Jimmy has that money, right? I was very skeptical about that, but we had the fallout between Chuck and Howard with over the malpractice insurance stuff and all that going on. Uh, Potentially Chuck suing HHM unless, Howard doesn't fire him and stuff, and then they all let it go and they go back to what they're doing and, all that. Then they have to work out the malpractice shit, so very, very interesting stuff. And then finally, sorry for my long ranting recap, Kim in that car accident, her falling asleep at the wheel, that instant snap of just all of a sudden she's just driving and then boom against the rock, and it was such a powerful edit and everything. Just, it was so impactful to me, and I hope she's okay. Obviously, like, she was standing there, so she didn't like insta die or anything, but hopefully there's no like long-term damage there. And I hopefully this doesn't fuck over her client too much. I mean, there was a deadline before he was going to get reamed by taxes, so you know i'm uh I'm definitely curious to see where it goes for Kim. So let's jump into it, shall we? Alright, we're gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. What is this? Two young kids. Could it be Chuck and Jimmy? That could be the age difference. Jimmy, yeah. Hey. Yeah, I know that actor. Alright, a little bit of Jimmy and Chuck together when they were younger. They talked about, like, him reading a story to him earlier in the show. Was that the story? Oh, Kim. At least you made it to a hospital. Oh, shit. Something's broken. It's the arm. Yep, that's what I thought. Didn't have to say anything. Oh, man. Cleaning up the papers. Jeez, that would take so long. Jeez, there's so many still. Jump cut to Howard. Oh, okay, these two. Oh, shit. That's awkward. I like the pullback with, like, obviously I saw the lights are on in the room, but I like the pullback to the light right in front of him, showing his improvements and stuff. Hmm. Oh, well, give us the room. Classic Howard. Hmm. Kind of is bullshit. Howard supported him this whole time through his illness. Oh shit. How much is it? 3 million. Hmm. Damn. Wow. Damn. It's a good acting job from Howard's actor. Like the facial twitches and stuff, like just spoke volumes. What was the one last thing? Oh shit. Everyone. Pretty cool shot. Oh geez, they're up there too. Is he gonna back on this? Really curious what... Oh, well. Kind of, like, confirmed it, too, right? Like, by doing this, it's like... everyone now knows you're gone, kind of thing. Well, he's got a bunch of money, but what is he gonna do? He gonna start a new farm? Just the stares at each other. Alright. God damn. Gotta be uncomfortable. I can't lay in bed too long. Especially having to have your arm, like, in a certain position. Need those electrolytes. Alright, Kim. I'm guessing both parties have already been informed. Mesa Verde and... Okay, so she can get up. That's good. She needs to, like, hire some help with Mesa Verde. But I don't know if it's something she can afford. More Gatorade. Just drink it all. If you drink all the Gatorade in the world, your arm will heal instantly. Do you not get painkillers? Ooh, is she right-handed? Because that shouldn't be too hard, right? Cutting sausage with a fork shouldn't be too hard, but if you're doing it with your non-dominant hand... Hell, I'd just pick up the whole sausage with the fork and just bite chunks off of it, to be completely honest with you. Sublet? Rent it out? Is that what sublet means? Hmm. Something like this happens that makes you realize what's really important, right? And poor Jimmy had to sell commercials, and now he has to find a tenant for the office. Wow. 3 lanes. It's a good way of looking at it. For sure. But also, why did you pick up that oil contracting job? That oil company without the time, knowing you don't have the time. Glad this didn't like. I'm glad the relationship seems to be solid still. Oh, okay. So he is fine after that first hiccup, but he didn't get the medicine that's supposed to help him, right? I don't know how all that works. So will it make the next attack worse? Uh, hmm. Fucking Hector. Hmm. Yeah, he doesn't really care about the money, right? He doesn't want this guy anywhere near his shop. Oh shit, that face. Jesus. That is an unhappy face. Jesus. Man, I hate that this poor man has to deal with this. Just trying to make an honest living. Son has roped him into some shit. But now you take the money, now he owns you. That sucks. Yeah, no shit. It's because you're a piece of shit. Why would anyone want you in their like place of work that they work so hard to build up? Okay. Hmm. Okay, so he can't be too mad, right? Oh. I don't know if this is supposed to make her feel better. Hmm. Interesting. What's going on, Kim? Hmm. Really? Huh. Blockbuster. So a whole bunch of movies. All right. She just gonna go on a movie binging spree there, Kim? Yeah, I mean, she spent so long, like, just so wrapped up in her work, right? So maybe she feels like she needs to, like, take some time to, figure things out, Watch some movies, relax, and figure out what she's gonna do next and where she's gonna go from here. I get it. Oh, is this Chuck's? Why are we at Chuck's? Very angrily throwing things. Uh. Hmm. Maybe the scare with Kim also gave him a bit of a wake up call. Lights on, right? Right? Yep. It's a nice place when you can actually see it. Did he run around and turn on all these lights? Is that why it took him so long? Does he normally keep them off? Hmm. Yeah, he's still not happy with him. Obviously. Hmm. Huh. Damn it, Chuck. Speak for yourself, Chuck. I mean, been hurting everyone around you. Ah, Chuck. Jimmy's always the one that's tried to make this relationship work, and Chuck has always been the one that just never likes him. I believe that's extremely true. Fucking Chuck, man. Holy shit. Well, after last episode, they made me feel bad for Jimmy again. Oh, man. What a piece of shit. Oh, man. Fucking Chuck. Door closes, he shut off all lights. Oh, guess not. I know he's getting better, but I think it still, like, bugs him a little bit, right? Oh, hell, he's even got a watch right next to him sleeping, turned on the light in the middle of the night. Okay, so it's still bugging him a little bit. Still doing his, like, mnemonic devices or whatever. I don't know what you'd call it. Trying to see if I can see what kind of medicine that is. Interesting. I guess that scene was just a serve a purpose of, like, it still bugs him kind of thing. Oh shit, is he turning it all off? Hmm. Still can't sleep? Gee, I wonder if it's not the electricity that's bugging your mind there, Chuck. Interesting. Jimmy, you best be here under good intentions. Oh, I didn't sign, Jimmy. This poor lady. They still aren't friendly with her. Yeah, he's trying to fix what he caused. Hmm. Blame me. Trying to fix what you fucked up, Jimmy. It's not that easy. When you stir up resentment for someone, you know, you don't just make it go away. Huh. Interesting. It's really bugging him, huh? He was getting better, though. But then Jimmy shows up and now suddenly it's worse again. It always seems to be something with him and Jimmy, right? Is he gonna try to find the thing that's connected himself? There's little subtitles for clock ticking. Is it the clock? While he was on the phone. Is he taking out bulbs now? Jeez, Chuck. You were supposed to be getting better, buddy. Sucks that it feels like he's relapsing, right? Oh. Doesn't want to show the doctor how messed up he is again. That thing. So that was a cool shot. Jesus, he's just tearing it all apart, huh? Is he trying to, he used to think he could feel it, right? Jesus, Chuck. Nothing there. Yeah. I was gonna say, if there's something there, that's a little weird, because it's supposed to be a mental thing, right? Oh my god, how much of his house has he torn apart? Oh my god, Chuck. Buddy. Well, I guess he's getting millions of dollars. He can get all this fixed, I guess. It's really hard to understand, mental illness, right? Like, he knows, like, he should have proof by tearing all this stuff apart that it's not. It's like he knows that it's in his head, but he can't accept it. Like, the fact that he's running his hands across the wall to try to feel where the electricity is coming from, like, he knows that shouldn't work if it is all just in his head. And the fact that he's done all of this and still hasn't found it, Jeez. Look at how sweaty he is. It's like there's some kind of correlation between his hate for Jimmy. Oh. Is that some wires? Did it stop? Nope. shit! I kind of thought that was gonna happen. Oh, Chuck, man. Jesus. Oh. Guns, we must be back with Nacho. I wasn't sure whose eye we were looking at. Is he following Hector? Doesn't want to be seen? Oh shit, is he planning on killing Hector? Nacho. This is not the way, man. Not from this range either. Just wait for him to have a heart attack, man. Just trying to help his dad, though. Is he gonna, like, I don't know why I have this feeling he's gonna walk in the building and he's gonna be, oh shit. That's not good. And he's gonna be, like, having his heart attack or something. That's not good. He's not supposed to be here, is he? Oh shit. Okay, well, that was very fucking convenient for Nacho. Holy shit. Who's coming? Talk more. I know I didn't finish what I was saying about Chuck. Talk more in the discussion. Oh, this is the guy about the drugs, right? One of the guys. Oh. That's definitely one of the guys. I saw the other guy and I was like, alright. Hmm. They talked about, do you have guns with you? Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, that's gonna be harder to swap. Yep, those pills ain't doing nothing now. Oh shit, it happened. It's very poetic, Gus trying to save him. He doesn't want him to die that easy. Nacho trying to make the switch. Or at least using this opportunity to pick it up. Shit, man. Is this the moment? Is he bellboy after this? Here, you swap him back out. He did, didn't he? Does Gus know? At all? Or did he figure it out? Oh shit. That's terrifying. That's terrifying. Oh fuck. Just the way that Gus can look at you, man. Fucking Blockbuster, man. I didn't really talk about the fact that they had that in this. Like, I know this is when Blockbuster was still a thing, but man, I remember going there every weekend to pick up movies to watch with my dad. Monty Python! Nice. To Kill a Mockingbird. Again. I fucking read that book when I was in school. Yeah, you fucked up, man. Yeah, you fucked that one up, Jimmy, real bad. Hmm. She wants to watch it again. Give him an idea. Oh, fuck. Play to your strength. What's he gonna do? This fucking poor old lady gonna make me cry, man. What are you gonna do? Hmm. What is this gonna be about? I don't slouch. I don't know what you're talking about. Never. Oh. Oh shit. Did he cause something? Uh-oh. What happened now? What did he do? Is this part of what he wanted? Is the mic still on? The mic's still on, isn't it? He's gonna make them hate him. Yeah. He's making all these people hate. Wow. Play to your strengths. If you can't build her back up, tear yourself back down. That's why he really didn't want to do it. Yeah. Yep. Good. Good. He deserves to be hated for what he did. And it got Landry back into the life that, you know, she was used to before. She's gonna go back on the settlement? So she was in on it too. Hmm. Getting all the equipment back to their place for Kim. That's good. At least she's not out of a job, but sucks that she's going back to. that wasn't a very that wasn't a very convincing I want to come back. Well, we know she gets back with Jimmy for she's his receptionist, right? For Saul Goodman. He's burned all his clients, huh? Telegrams. You never know. I wonder if that'll come into play later on. Alright. Goodbye, office. It was a pretty nice place. Why so blurry? That was a pretty good wall. Jesus Christ, Chuck. Is he seizing or something? Chuck, man. Whoa. What? Why is he kicking something? Or what is he doing? Why is he, like, rocking? Is it gonna be that clock ticking in the end after destroying everything? Dude, with the gas lantern, Chuck! Dude! You're gonna burn it all down! This place is gonna go up like crazy. Chuck, why? Why are you doing this, buddy? It's like you want it to happen. I mean... Oh, is he killing himself? Chuck! Don't do this. Get out of there, Chuck. Fuck you, show! Don't end it there! Oh. Wow. That's it, guys, for episode, or season 3 entirely, episode 10. That's it. Wow. Friggin', man, like, this was definitely a different season finale, right? Like, a lot of the Better Call Saul season finales have been, I mean, I guess we've only seen 3, but the first 2 were kind of with, like, a bang, where I think at the end of season 1, Jimmy was like, you know, like, I'm not letting anything hold me back anymore, right? That was that season, I believe. And then season 2... What was the finale of season 2? I see a lot of this stuff kind of blends in my memory. Like, when I don't have any big breaks between seasons. I'm trying to remember what was... But I feel like there was something, like, pretty big at the end of season 2. Shoot. I mean, I guess I could go back and look. But yeah, this one was kind of like not really a bang. It was more of like a whimper, like them leaving the office, like Chuck relapsing into whatever this is. Oh, okay. See, I thought it was, but I wasn't sure. Click. It's the episode where he got recorded by with their blowout, and he recorded Jimmy saying all that shit, right? Like that was a pretty big thing too. But here it was just like, you know, they're leaving the office and moving on. We had, I guess the biggest thing was what happened to Hector, but we were all ready for it to happen because he switched out the pills, right? It was just like a matter of time before that happened anyway, really. Which honestly, I'm fine. Like, me saying that this season ended on a whimper doesn't mean that I didn't like it, right? And not every season I feel like needs to have, like, this is a story that they're trying to tell. They don't have to try to, like, spice things up and make things crazy just for a finale, right? Like, we're all already, like, I understand the first 2 seasons you're kind of pulling people in, so you probably do want those big finales that are, like, that leave people wanting more, right? But I feel like we're already invested in the show, so they can just tell the story that they want to tell. But either way, yeah, so we had... I wrote down picking up papers, but it doesn't really seem relevant now. I don't really know why I wrote it down, just in case. But they went and picked up all the papers that she left on the road, assuming they picked them all up. But Kim was talking about how she crossed 3 lanes. We had a lot of Kim and a lot of Chuck this episode, right? We had Kim crossing 3 lanes of traffic and managed to not hit anyone, which is very crazy. It's like, I mean, Frederica was saying, Francesca was saying, right? Francesca? I wrote it down somewhere. Either way. Um, she was saying that, you know, people die on that road all the time, and she's lucky she didn't kill anyone, and she's lucky she didn't die, right? So really, both of what she said and what Jimmy said, like, you're lucky you didn't die, kind of thing. Um, you know, she really lucked out there, but I think it made her realize that she needs to step back and slow down. I think that's really what this episode was telling us is, you know, she put off some of her work and everything for her recovery. She sat back and watched some movies. I wouldn't be surprised if we kind of see, you know, I'm sure Kim will still be working hard and everything, but she probably won't take on more than she can handle, right? So, um, it was really interesting seeing a lot of the moments with her, and they really took their time with a lot of the scenes, and you know, they didn't really tell you straight up what she was thinking, right? And I like that about shows. You know, sometimes I do just want to know, because sometimes I like have a hard time figuring out what's on people's minds and stuff like that. But um but sometimes I do like the subtlety of just like showing her in different moments, and based on the choices she's making, us trying to figure out what her mental state is at, and stuff like that. And similar to Chuck, right? Like, we have a lot of scenes with him this episode where it's just kind of like being left. Like, I don't know, does Chuck leave that building? I don't know, but I'll talk more about that in a few. Uh, but I guess really, like, I don't know how long the discussion's gonna be for this episode, because really most of what happened is, I mean, I guess we did have the Jimmy stuff, but a lot of it feels like so focused on Kim. But I mean, there's not a whole lot to like discuss in terms of that. There's a lot to talk about for Chuck. Yeah, I guess I'm kind of done with Kim. Sorry, I'm trying to like list things out in my mind and try to talk about things like one at a time as they come to my mind. And I'm sitting here like, I feel like I should have more to talk about with Kim, but yeah, it just seems like she's just reevaluating things, and like we'll see what that means in the future for her. But her arm is broken, which is something, the way she was holding it, I was wondering if it was, but yeah. So we had Doopa Nacho, a bit from him this episode with the whole having to deal with Hector in his dad's office and seeing how it affected his dad. So he was gonna take things into his own hands, right? He was gonna try and kill. Luckily, he didn't take that shot there, but he was gonna try to kill Hector, but it ended up working out in his favor, where luckily that other guy, I don't know his name, messaged him and said to come here. Thank God, because he would have had to explain why he's here otherwise, kind of thing. That's just, I can't believe how that worked out for him. I actually wrote down Nacho skin of teeth just to like remind myself to talk about that part, but it really was like he got out of that. God, it's crazy. But yeah, and you know, Hector had his heart attack seemingly and was brought to the hospital. Now I really wonder, is this the moment when he becomes like the bell, right? Like the stuck in a wheelchair can only ring the bell and all that, or is this only one part of it, right? Like I'm curious, because they've kind of not, they haven't made it like obvious that but they've made like little hints that like have made me wonder, like, is this the moment? Is this the moment? They've done that several times. So I'm wondering if this is going to be another one of those is this the moment kind of things, and then we come back next season and he's okay again, right? But but yeah, I wonder if there'll be any kind of repercussions for Nacho. Like, I'm assuming he made that swap. Now, it didn't show him make it this time, but, like, I just wonder, are they going to be able to test the system to know that, like, the medicine hasn't been there? Like, will they know that something was up with the medicine or something? Like, I wonder if they'll figure it out at all. Like, will there be any evidence to show that Nacho did this, and will Nacho get in trouble with Hector, or is Nacho just in the clear now? It'll be interesting to find out, but yeah. As for Jimmy, I think he did what he had to do. I agree with his choice this episode of making all of them hate him. And that's something, I think Jimmy really prides himself on people liking him. And I think that's why it was so difficult for him to pull off this scheme, right? And make all these people hate him is, I imagine he really didn't want, I mean, he even said, like, this is gonna suck, I don't want to do this, right? But yeah, he did it, and he got Mrs. Landry back with her friends and everything. And like I said, I mean, I think it was the right thing to do. That should have never happened to Miss Landry, poor Irene. And I felt so bad for her again, like, sitting alone and everything. Like, I'm just, like, I can't even say that I feel bad for Jimmy in that case. Now, the conversation between Jimmy and Chuck, I can't talk about that, because I do feel bad for Jimmy, because Jimmy had this wake-up call, right? He realized that the people around him could be gone just like that, and it made him be like, who cares about the office? Who cares about all this, pride shit that I've been going on about wanting to, like, keep this and pay for it myself and everything. Let's just give up the office, and I'm just happy you're alive. And then he goes to Chuck, and he's like saying, I have these regrets, and I wanna be in your life still, because, I had this realization that anyone can be gone in an instant and everything. And obviously Chuck, for, is not as forgiving. And as Chuck said, you've never meant all that much to me, or however he worded that this episode. And I truly believe that's the case. I truly believe that Chuck has never really cared for Jimmy as his brother. He's always had this vendetta against him. He's always had this hatred for him. And whereas Jimmy actively tries to be a brother and keep the family together and be in each other's lives, Chuck, put up with it before, but never really had that same, like, desire. He's always just wanted to get Jimmy, and so we saw that here. And as I was talking about during the episode, transitioning into the, everything that's going on with Chuck, is he seemed to be doing fine up until the very moment that happened between him and Jimmy. And ever since, like, there was something in, like, maybe season 1 where they kind of made a connection of, like, whenever Jimmy starts to relapse into Slippin' Jimmy is when Chuck is at his worst, right? So I do really believe that there's something tying Chuck's mental illness to the relationship between him and Jimmy. And, I feel like it has a lot of complexities and a lot of things that I'm not going to be able to, like, figure out exactly what it is. But there's something about that relationship that that whenever it goes south, whenever there's hiccups in his relationship with his brother, he backslides with his, issue. And, like, I don't know. And when he was doing good was when he was separated from Jimmy and not, like, kind of putting Jimmy out of his mind, seemingly. And that's when he kind of healed the most. And then as soon as Jimmy comes back, it happens again. So it's just, it was really rough watching Chuck spiral. And it's funny because they gave us this conversation, like, the show is so good at making you, like, love and hate someone, because they give us Chuck, right, talking to Jimmy the way he did, and it's like, fuck you, Chuck. Like, he is still family. Like, yes, you had a falling out. He's trying to come to you and apologize, and you're just still being a prick about it. You know? Like, it made me once again dislike Chuck, but then seeing Chuck spiral out of control made me be like, oh, poor Chuck, you know? It's like, I've had mixed emotions this whole episode, this whole season, this whole show, with whether do I like Chuck or do I not? I really don't know, honestly. There's moments where I like him, there's moments where I don't, you know? Uh and having this here was definitely a wake up call to me of of how much I still don't know. Like, I definitely don't want him to kill himself. I don't know if that's what he was planning on doing. I don't know if he's gonna see the fire and run from it, kind of thing. Like, I don't know what's gonna be next for Chuck. It's crazy that they ended the season and we have no idea whether that guy is gonna be in the season or not, right? Um, but he just, after that conversation with Jimmy, he just, couldn't sleep, felt this, felt the sensation, the pain that he used to feel, and he turned everything off, and he saw that disc still moving, and he is just, it's one of those things where it's like a scratch you can't itch, right? No matter what he did, no matter how many things he turned off, disconnected, unplugged, I guess that's the same thing, took the light bulbs out of, tore his house apart, ripping wires out and everything, no matter what, he couldn't get that itch. And I think it's because, I mean, I've already said it, I think it's because that itch is more tied to a relationship between him and Jimmy than it is anything else, than it is electricity and stuff like that. So, yeah. I don't know. I hope Chuck lives, because I don't want him out of the story yet. I mean, it could be interesting if, like, what it does to Jimmy if he does, because that'll, one of the things holding Jimmy back from Saul Goodman, I feel like, is Chuck, partially, even though Chuck doesn't give a shit about him, but I think Jimmy still somewhat cares about what Chuck thinks of him, kind of thing. So, maybe in order for Saul Goodman to be created, we have to lose Chuck. So, and I'm also really worried because, one of the things I thought of this episode was what happens with Kim. Like, their relationship was being shown as still being very strong this episode, even after the accident, even after everything. Obviously Jimmy is there for her, and she's not upset with, because sometimes when something tragic happens to someone, they lash out at the ones they love, but luckily she wasn't doing that, and their relationship still seems as good as ever. But we never saw her in Breaking Bad, so and like, I'm just worried about this, like, falling out of, like, if something happens to her, or maybe it's just they hate each other, or she hates him, or something. But I wonder if something drives her away. But she just never, maybe it'll be fine, maybe it'll be okay, right, it'll be fine, right? Maybe they just never showed her because he keeps that life and the life with her a little separate, kind of thing. That's why, right, nothing bad happens to her. But yeah, man, like, the Chuck stuff, the Hector stuff, and just seeing Kim kind of reevaluate things, like, it was like a somber, but I mean, there was still big things that happened. Obviously, that Chuck thing was a very big thing. Hector was a very big thing, and all that. But I just, more than ever, I want to see the next season, because I want to see what happens with Chuck, mainly, right? Like, Hector I could give two shits about. We know where he ends up, whether it happens now or later. He gets what's coming to him, essentially. But really, like, as much as I dislike some aspects of Chuck, I definitely think that I don't want him to die, right? So I hope he does get out of there, or maybe the fire gets reported and someone saves him. But even if he does, I feel like it might be commitment time, right? If this happened here, it might be like he relapses hard. He might have to get committed until he can get better. But I didn't really talk at all about him being bought out of HHM, which is probably another partial reason why Chuck was so on edge this episode. And like when Jimmy came to talk to him while he was so like aggro, because I truly don't believe that he wanted that outcome, right? Like he was doing the lawsuit and saying like you can buy me out, hoping that I think he figured that that wouldn't happen because Howard would never throw away that kind of money because it would tank the firm, and Howard would never tank the firm. I think he completely read the situation wrong, right? And ended up, and then with the way Howard set that up, that exit, there was no way he could be like, actually, Howard, never mind, right? He had to commit to it, and Howard made sure of that. And now he was out of I mean, that could be another thing that led him to where he is, right? It might not be entirely Jimmy, but HHM was, you know, one of the biggest things he cared about in his life. All he wanted to do was get back into law and get back into the courtroom. And now, you know, he could start his own small thing and build it up again. But at this point, you know, he's already done that once. Does he want to do it again, kind of thing? So there's a lot of complex emotions that drove this relapse from Chuck. So I guess we'll see where this goes in the next season, guys. But yeah, that's going to be it from me. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more. This was a Patreon show, so if you're watching this on YouTube right now, that means that you can watch all the rest of Better Call Saul, however many seasons are left. Go check that out. That'll be there. Link in the description below, or it should be popping up on the screen. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.